Hakim Sanai was born in the year 1080 in the city of Ghazni during the reign of the غزنوid Empire. During his youth, Hakim Sanai became famous for his eloquent Persian poetry and was eventually employed as a poet in the court of the غزنوid ruler known as Bahram Shah. However, Hakim Sanai eventually stopped praising rulers and had a change of heart when he met a wise man who criticized him and stated, "You are a foolish person. You collect some useless and extravagant words and call them poetry. Out of greed, you praise and flatter a fool, unaware that you were not created for this kind of delusion. If on the day of resurrection God asks you, 'O Sanai, what have you done?' then what excuse will you make in the presence of God?" After hearing this man's honest criticism, Hakim Sanai left the غزنوid palace and stopped praising rulers. Instead, he transformed himself and used his poetry to criticize injustice and ignorance. After leaving his job, Hakim Sanai left the غزنوid Empire and began a spiritual journey to the holy city of Mecca. During this journey, he passed through the Seljuk Empire, where he was invited to meet the Seljuk king known as Sultan Ahmed Sanjar. The Sultan offered him a job in his court, but Hakim Sanai refused. After his refusal, the Sultan offered to marry Sanai to the daughter of a Seljuk prince. However, Hakim Sanai stated that he no longer worked for rulers and he continued on his journey to Mecca. He criticized the hypocrisy of religious preachers who only preached for the sake of money and status and were not sincere in their worship. He stated, "Greek philosophy has prevailed over Islamic thought. There is no purity among Sufis. Gatherings for the remembrance of God have become gatherings for rice and sugar. The virtuous have become isolated." Hakim Sanai continued his journey to Mecca and finally performed the pilgrimage of Hajj. Hakim Sanai eventually returned to his homeland of Ghazni, where he passed away in the year 1131.